I'm just going to go over and read to you some information about communication, because when you are starting a career or getting a job, it's very important that you are able to communicate clearly, unlike what I just did. So, communication skills are important to everyone. Yes, even you, Sam. Communication skills are important to everyone. They are how we give and receive information and convey our ideas or share our ideas and opinions with those around us. Communication can come in a lot of different forms. Verbal communication, that would be like what I'm doing right now. I'm communicating with you using my voice. I'm using sound. I'm using a language. Okay. There's also oral kind of listening and hearing. Okay, so right now you're listening and you're hearing, but you're still communicating to me that you are paying attention and that you understand what I'm saying. Nonverbal, which would be your facial expressions, your body language, and your posture. Okay, nonverbal communications would be something like if I'm sitting there and Sam's telling me all about Domino's and how he went to Domino's because he loves Domino's, and I was going, what does that tell you? It's nonverbal, but I'm making a silly facial expression. So that's telling you that maybe Domino's isn't my favorite. Okay. Written communication in journals and emails, blogs, texts. There are so many different ways that we communicate through writing. And then, of course, visuals, signs, like when you're driving down the street and you come up to a stop sign that you're recognizing that's a stop sign, that you know you can't park there. Symbols and other pictures. So like on Instagram, there are lots of pictures and they can communicate certain things, okay? So it is important for you to develop a variety of skills for communicating to others and learning how to interpret the information that others give you. Knowing your audience and understanding how they need to receive information is equally important as knowing ourselves. To an employer, good communication skills are essential. That means you've got to have them. In fact, employers consistently rank good communication skills at the top of the list for potential employees. And I know personally that when I sit in on interviews here at the high school, it is always a big question that we have for our candidates is, how do you communicate? What would you do if you were in this kind of situation? How do you tell people, this, that, and the other thing? How are you going to share information? Okay. So during an interview, for example, employers are impressed by a job candidate who answers questions with more than one word answers. Okay. So not just saying, yeah to everything. Nope, we're going to take the time to think about a way that we can explain ourselves in more than one word. That they demonstrate that he or she is listening and that they share information and ideas. The interview can be an indication to employers of how the candidate or employee will interact with supervisors, coworkers, and customers or resolve conflict when they arise. Remember, nonverbal communication is also critical in an interview. Employers expect good eye contact, good posture, and active listening, okay? Because that shows the skills that you have in a way that you don't even need to speak them. One of the challenges in the workplace is learning the specific communication styles of others and how and when to share your ideas or concerns. And sometimes even when you get like a new teacher here at school, it's about learning how that person works and how you can communicate with them and what they appreciate in a good conversation or discussion, okay? Though some supervisors may specifically ask for your opinion, others may assume if there is something important they need to know, you will bring it to their attention. Or if there is something you are unsure about, you will ask. Knowing how to listen carefully and when to ask for help is important. If an employee and a supervisor learn to communicate well in whatever method that works, there is a greater likelihood of job retention and promotion. So now what you're going to do is you will continue, and by watching some role plays that myself and Ms. Schmidt will do for you. Okay. So this is an activity called What's Your Point? And what's going to happen is that I will read one of the roles in the role-playing skits, and Ms. Schmidt will be the other person. As we read through, I want you to think about some things, okay? How did the person handle the comments? What did they do right? Is there anything that could have been done differently? What about the person who was conveying the information? Could it have been done differently from that perspective? Think about these things. You're going to have a discussion. And then I will also have a journal entry for you that I would like you to think about a time when a parent, teacher, or friend criticized you. What happened? How did it make you feel? How did you handle it? And maybe what could we do different in the future? Okay. So you can stop this video right now, and then I will post another one where I am reading and Ms. Schmidt will put her acting skills to the test.